So guys, how we doing? Bringing another YouTube for Space Marines 2 here. So I'm going to be going over a lot of different things, bringing up the key binding for the PC and Xbox. I'm not 100% sure on the PlayStation. I'd imagine it's R1 or something like that. So whatever it is for you on that on the PlayStation. So I'm going to bring up a couple of things here. I'm going to be doing blocks, kind of techniques, how to come in and out of stance. How to come in and out of your speed and power, basically. And the first one that, as you can see on my screen, that I'm actually rolling and coming in and out. So all you need to do is go ahead and do the sidestep, then roll, and then press and hold your melee button, and you can actually get in and out of your power stance. Sidestep and rolling both work the same way. As you can see, I'm just hopping in and out, hopping in and out, and then also you can do it with the roll as well. So you need to do the double animation to do the sidestep, then roll, and that pretty much brings you in and out of the power stance. This is really good if you're surrounded by only small minor enemies rather than major ones. Even if you have a major one now and again in front of you and you've just come out of a speed stance, for instance, and you just want to quickly chop them down, especially if they've had a little bit of damage. If you want to do damage whilst you're further away from them, depends on your distance and your positioning around, especially in siege mode or different parts of the maps, really. So that's that. I'm going to be also bringing up coming up we've got the block, and we can block and switch. So one of my perks that I have is the perk for defense, where you can just bring up your shield and your ability charges 1% every time a blocked ranger's attacks, so which is really good against chaos, especially against the terminators. You can sit there with your shield and it goes up so fast. I've had a few bits of gameplay and it's immensely great. Like, definitely worth a perk for the Bulwark, because you can basically get your banner back within 30 seconds or less, quite easily less. So you'll block and switch power, so you can block and then switch to speed and the power. As you can see here, it's pretty much hold the block and then you press and hold your melee button, and you come in and out of the power stance. So you come in and out of the power, in and out of the speed, depending on which one you started off with first. This is a good, again, with that perk, because if you're always in your block stage, you can come in and out, especially if you've got minions or miners coming towards you, or if you have majors coming near or around you. It depends on where you are, circumstances, etc. It's good. It's very good against Tyranids. It's not that bad against cultists on Chaos. So if you're in a siege mode, stuff like that, it's pretty useful, pretty handy to have. Our next one is also going to be a parry as well. So when you're in and out of parry, so it's basically you got to hold your block, bring up your shield, and then you press and hold your melee, and you'll go into the animation of using the parry at the same time of coming in and out of block. So it seems a lot more complicated than it is, but it's not bad. But my personal favorite one is the sidestep, the block and then switch. Those ones are my favorite. As you can see on the screen, this is exactly what I'm doing. That's like my favorite ones to do, especially if you're running around the map and you're trying to dodge some bullets, or get out of the way of whatever you have to get out of the way of, a dodge or attack or a parry, or bullets, Tyranids or chaos. It doesn't really matter too much, but that's my favorite ones anyway. It's a lot easier, it's a lot more convenient, especially if you're in siege mode and running around. So yeah, the second one is the parry block. So you can come in and out of the animation of the parry, so you block and then press and hold the melee button at the same time, and it comes in and out. As you can see the animation on the screen, you just come in and out of the parry block. It's not the greatest, it's not humongously effective, but it's not terrible either. You can use it in certain situations if you do it right as well. For me, I personally like the blocks, switch, the sidestep or roll. So I was only on the second mission here, just on my own solos. And obviously I'm getting attacked here by small minions, and I'm trying to use also the stance itself. So obviously I'm sidestepping and using the power stance. Sometimes I was just in habit of being a dodge rather than actually, as you can see there, I just use the speed and then the power and then the speed, and I'm just generally just working it a little bit. It's very effective, especially if you want to have speed on your side and you're surrounded by multiple, because obviously we all know on siege mode there is a lot of enemies, and sometimes you are surrounded by so many, especially if you're surrounded by the miners as well. Like, there's not a lot, and if you want to try and chop them down, you have to go speed or power. Obviously I was trying to use the melee at the same time, or the parry at the same time, as well as the block and dodge. that's pretty much it. That's gonna be the video. Yeah, I appreciate everyone stopping by, liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever. It's all good. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I just want to share, yeah, the Bulwark class at the moment is fantastic. I know there's going to be a lot more happening in patch 9.0. I'll be streaming every Monday, Tuesday, 9-10 a.m. Eastern. So be sure to stop by on my Twitch whenever you can. Come say hello. I appreciate it. Happy to play the game, happy to play with anyone. Really, it's just a lot of fun. I'm just having a lot of fun in this game. I have seen a little bit of negative feedback, which is kind of annoying, especially the game that it's in. But for me personally, I'm having so much fun. Obviously, do want, you know, more things in the future, and it will be coming out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate everyone stopping by, liking, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. So make sure you take these tricks and tips into your arsenal, and it's going to really help you out.